Hi dear student, welcome back to the additional English class. In the last class, we have already saw the second act summary. We will begin with third act. Now the Ramnik start asking Javed about his involvement in terrorism, and in a teasing manner, Javed became furious and his with hot words. The Ramnik angrily slapped Javed and Bobby rushed to calm down them, and the Bobby tells them they were young. Javed happened to touch a letter of his Hindu neighbors who abused the former very badly. The Javed got angry with after some days he threw the piece of beef meat in his house, and that person came to Javed house and abused very harshly, and this is the genuine reason for the communal disharmony, and he became revolutionary inside the mind and he wanted to take revenge. Now the telling the story of Bobby adds that the Ramnik community is partially responsible for making him so, because prior to that incident, the beef incident, the Javed was hero of that his locality, and Bobby and Javed decide to leave the Ramnik desiring to make, and Javed expect his job at any cost, threatens them by saying that he will call the police. The Javed first burst into the laugh, and then he tells he was ordered to kill the Pujari in the name of jihad, and he reached the chariot and he tried to kill the Pujari, but later he begged for the mercy. Thus he became still, and his passion was to kill the Pujari, and because of some reason he threw away the knife, but someone else has took the someone has take the same knife and killed the Pujari, and the Ramnik is removed to call Javed as a brave, and Smita comes there, and Smita comes and apologize for the exposing him. After a while, Aruna also comes after the ensuring that it is safe to go outside, and they thinks to bringing water, and Smita suggests taking the help of Bobby. Now Smita being strict in her religious matter and condemns Smita for such a suggestion, and thus both mother and daughters fell into an argument, and Smita exposed the Aruna's blind faith and religious matter, and she challenged them. The Aruna being astonished for the queer behavior of his daughter, and it is quite shocked. While in she goes to take bath, and Smita, Bobby and Javed go out to bring the water. Through their discussion, it is revealed that the Smita and Bobby loved each other, but due to the communal problem, they had to separate. Later, the Bobby became the fiancé of the Javed's sister, Tasmin, and all three friends became a frank, and they start cracking the jokes, and even they threw water on each other. Meanwhile, Hardika or Daksha, who was memorizing how she was beaten by her husband for visiting Zarin house, as there is arose some conflict between the two families, and scolded the Javed and wished that, like her father, who was killed by Muslim, his sister should also suffer, and Ramnik requests her mother not to blame them. When the Aruna comes out after the taking bath, Bobby unexpectedly goes to the small temple, and in spite of denied by Aruna, he respectfully takes the idol in his hand and talks about communal disharmony and keeps back its same place. Both of them go away. Later, the Ramnik tells Hardika how he and his father and his grandfather was burned the shop of Zareen father to buy it. It reduced the price. In the same of communal hatred, in the name of communal hatred, the shop was burned, and now he repeats over his past deeds, and he desires not to visit his shop again. Thus, the play final solution ends without any solution to these communal issues have remedial in the society since the ages. And here's the ends of your third act, and here's the end of your final solutions too. Now dear student, now I have already summarized the act wise, character wise. In upcoming classes, when the classes start practically or physically, you can say, we will revise again, we will go through once again. So before that, you have to do one thing. You have to take original photocopy of the final solution textbook, and you have to go through reading, then you can understand very betterly. Fine. Thank you so much. Have a good day.